this weekend? Yeah, sorry, we're so late. I apologize. I was deliberating on what to even wear tonight, but we're here. We're here. Okay. Should we do some crinkly sounds? I also feel like I do those very often. Give them a shot here. So there's like slime sand in here. I don't know if it's like kinetic sand or what. Hi, Crid. Congrats on getting first here. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope we had a good weekend. Let me pull up chat on my phone real quick. Forgot to do that. Okay. We're at 128. 1,120 followers already? I feel like I looked at it yesterday and we were at 120. What the heck? You're officially old. Is today your birthday? Or did something just happen and then it made you feel old? Wednesday was? I think I remember. A happy belated birthday, Cred. I feel like this stuff got dry, or like it's drying out in the pouch. You're welcome, kid. You're welcome. Did you have a good birthday? Did you do something fun? Oh yeah, you said you went to Six Flags, right? Was that you? Somebody said they went to Six Flags. Was it Friday? Oh well. Roller coaster kind of guy. I haven't been to an amusement park in a long time. I went to one when I was still in elementary. I don't remember how old I was. I was pretty young, I think. The Big Sandwich, let's go. But we went, and I don't know, it was me or somebody else. They did have carnival games there. I don't remember which one it was or what kind of carnival game. But I won a SpongeBob plushie as a prize, or somebody did. My parents maybe, and they gave it to me. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And it's SpongeBob, but he's dressed up like a sheriff for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the context behind that is specifically. But he's got a cowboy hat or a hat and a little sheriff vest. Um, and this amusement park has a haunted house, and I don't know why or how, but my dad convinced me to go through the haunted house with him, and I sat there cowering and holding SpongeBob against my face like a pillow, and I did not peek, or I only peeked like once or twice, and I saw like an animatronic like headless horseman. That's all I remember, and like the Mona Lisa, but her like face was weird. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Um, yeah, I don't think I've ever been on a roller coaster. I like dark rides though; those are fun. Those are fun, but yeah. So I went then, and then I think I went like maybe two other times to said amusement park. One time I think there was a field trip. I think, but I don't remember that very well. There was another time that we went, because I only remember this because it's the first time I ever had Dippin' Dots, the little ice cream balls in little cups. That was my first time eating those. It was this trip to the amusement park. It might have been the same trip. It was when I got SpongeBob. Just too much movement, yeah. When I was really little, and for a while, I'd get car sick on road trips and stuff. I'd get pretty nauseous. My dad's old car, it was a Malibu, and I threw up on the back seat, and the stain was there forever. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good day and a big sandwich. Who doesn't like a big sandwich? Alright, who doesn't like a big sandwich? Hi T, hi sweetie, how are you? How you doing, dear? Good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. What kind of sandwich was it, Kid? just photosynthesize for their sustenance, or do they have to eat food? How does that work? I don't know how would that work. Well, it'd probably be good to brush your teeth anyway. Do they have like? So I don't have a dog or anything, but when I go to the pet store for whatever reason, I always see those green dog treat things that are like shaped like a toothbrush, and there's apparently your dog chews on it and it cleans their teeth or something. Teeth brushed and flossed. Let's go. Good job, T. There was a trip we went on as a family to Disneyland. What year was it? I was still in high school, I think. Maybe I was in junior high. But there's like an IHOP down the road from or right next to the hotel we stayed at. So we ate IHOP for dinner like every night. And every time I got the Philly cheesesteak because it was good. And I think that was the last time. That's the last time I recall eating IHOP. I haven't been to an IHOP, I think, since then. It's been quite a long time. I don't know if it's still good. We've no idea. We both have Philly cheesesteak thighs. Is that what you call it? But that's a good name for them. I that was a while ago though. I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak. I've probably had one since then. I gotta, because that was a long time ago. Oh, went to your legs. I see. I see. Well, if it works, it works. You know, I haven't had one in a while. Um, yeah, but it's cute. Maybe I need to eat more Philly cheesesteak. Oh yeah, we're wearing some fishnets tonight. Right, some fishnets. I just like wearing them. Thank you. Were you waiting for that crit? Did you have that like pre-loaded in the text box? And you're just waiting to press enter? Because that was fast. That was like instant crit. But like a Pixar mom, so it's worth it. I see. I see. Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. It's gotta be. You're both calling me cute. Yeah, we're wearing some fishnets. I just like wearing fishnets. They're fun, and they tickle, and it's nice. Call everyone cutie. That's a good attitude to have. Maybe I should look into a Philly cheesesteak sometime soon. But what sandwich did you have, Crid? You didn't tell me what sandwich you had. What kind of sandwich? unless you did, and I just didn't see it or read it. So, hi Mars the Dragon, thank you for the follow, sweetheart. Thank you. Sandwich, yeah. How you doing, Mars? I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for the follow, sweetheart. Thank you. Um, I'm Ketchup the Bear. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We do Handycam ASMR on Sundays, and the other 2 days we just use the VTuber model, and the rest of the week we play games. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoy your stay, sweetheart. Thank you for the follow. I think we're at 1,129 now, which is nuts. Um, yeah, I had a sandwich for dinner. So he started doing this thing last month where everybody makes dinner 1 day a week. Excuse me. Where each specific person has a 1 day of the week that they make dinner for everybody. And my brother, for like a month straight, has just decided that he's going to make us sandwiches in a sandwich press, which is fine. But so that's what I ate today. He got like croissant bread. I don't know. It looked like it was a croissant but a loaf. And it is pizza sandwiches, but something about spaghetti and tomato sauce makes me all bloated, so I don't like. I've been avoiding it lately. So I just put some pepperoni and cheese and some Dijon mustard on the in the sandwich, and I made it that way. Pepperoni, ham, salami with red onions, lettuce, and tomato sauce on the top and bottom of the sub bread. On the top and bottom of the bread, or on both sides of the inside of the sandwich. I'm guessing that's what that means. I can read. I have reading comprehension. I swear. That sounds good though. That sounds pretty good, Crit. Hmm. I like sandwiches. I can read. I swear. Sorry about this, Nichols. When I was a little kid, um, storybook ASMR video. I've read books on stream. I just never. I've read Where the Wild Things Are like 5 times. Okay, I just don't. I don't remember where I put it, but I've read it before. I like that book. And Don't Bump the Glump by Shel Silverstein. It's also one of my favorite picture books. It's a good one. It's a good one. And I read some sci-fi from my grandpa's books. You were here, Crid. We were probably here, right? We read A Man Speaketh, an event, a short story collection from It was like the 1970s best, 1980s, 1990s best sci-fi in one book, and and we read A Man Speaketh because it was short, and it was a difficult read kind of because there were some not old timey, but like phrases and things and references to things from like the 60s or 40s, and I'm like, that's going over my head. But we read The Man Speaketh. I did that. And I read all the time on stream when we play RPGs because there's a lot of dialogue. You know, all of it is voiced over. Yes, you have. I've done tapping on the Book of Unusual Knowledge. It's right. It's up there. Now you're just picking on me. Now you're just picking on me. You've seen that book, Crid. Why are you picking on me? And I've read Wikipedia, Crid. What do you mean? What do you mean? Water noises? Okay. Okay, Crit, I guess. Fine. Alright, let me drink some water first. Everybody likes doing that, Crit. Everybody. Okay. That's your first time chat is picking on me. Oh no. Thank you for the first time chat, Mars. Thank you, thank you. Fine. Fine. Yeah, Mars will fit right in. Sorry. Well, did you eat something yummy today, Crit? Korean burritos? I've never had one of those before. Did you guys? Apparently, Arby's has like peach cobbler spring roll things, like a dessert egg roll, but it's peach cobbler, and it sounds kind of gross. Now, if I were to make a cobbler, it would not be peaches. It would be cherries or apple. But when I eat peach cobbler, um, I'll eat the peaches, but I'm not a. It's something about the texture of peaches. My, I don't like it. Oh, granted, I have not had. I've really only had peaches when I've had peach cobbler. Sounds awful. It probably is. I think they did a cheesecake one not too long ago. I didn't. I haven't had Arby's for a long time. Arby's. Arby's also makes me bloated, and I don't. It's like I like the sandwich where it's just a bunch of beef and the melty like cheese sauce. Because it's just meat and cheese. But boy, do I regret eating it. Like 20 minutes later. Um, Arby's used to have like a French dip sandwich. Like you could get a French dip. You could order it and you get a sandwich with a cup of au jus, and that was really good. I liked that, and then they stopped selling that. Sorry about that, Sniffles. I'm sweet as a peach. Thank you, Crit. Thank you. I think it was peach cobbler. I don't know. There's an Arby's down the street. Uh, Brutal Moose made a. I think his most recent video was him eating a bunch of Arby's, like trying Arby's menu items for some reason, and like they did not look great. I like roast beef. I like roast beef. It's good, but it's a lot of roast beef, man. Um, Lately, my YouTube algorithm has been giving me these um videos where it's just somebody made a theme for a Olive Garden Nintendo 64 game, and then I got one for a PS1 Arby's game, and then a couple nights ago I found one for Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And all the comments are like people, pretending that the game's real, and they're like, "Oh man, it took me forever to get to the final sauce boss, but oh boy, it sure felt satisfying to save Sweet Baby Ray's." Sweet Baby Ray. The comments under those videos are great, but I don't know. It feels similar, or maybe adjacent to the genre of video where it's just like an image of a plushie of an animal, and it's like song that plays when you approach a caterpillar, or uh, Anomalocaris, or cat. you know, I like those videos. Hi Bartholomew, hi Swear, how you doing? We're just talking about sandwiches. And Crid was picking on me. You watched a movie on your TV, now you're kind of upset. I haven't watched. I haven't watched anything on my TV in a long time. My TV I just kind of use for playing PlayStation and Nintendo. Call it a Patriots Day. May tear up a little. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember the last movie that made me cry was. I don't remember. Because the last two movies I saw in the theater were Iron Lung and the Backrooms movie. um, and those didn't make me cry. They're scary. Um, when I was super young, like just like a toddler, um, E.T. made me cry. Cried pretty hard to E.T. Um, it was weird because so, um, I was and still am obsessed with dinosaurs and extinct things. Um, so when I was a little kid, I um I would watch Jurassic Park all the time. But then when the raptor showed up, I would hide behind the couch and things. Um, but I couldn't watch Pirates of the Caribbean. Like I was. It's not that I wasn't allowed to. It was just too scary for me. It was too scary. What are the Rings? Return of the King. I need to watch those movies. The Caribbean is great. I don't think I've seen all of them. I know I've seen the first and probably the second one. Another movie that made me cry really hard was um, The Water Horse, which is I don't know when that movie came out, but it is about the Loch Ness monster, and a little boy becomes friends with the Loch Ness monster, or the seahorse, or whatever they call it. But you like Jurassic Park 3? I like most of them. I like most of them. I think um, the Second World film, where they're in the mansion, that one's kind of silly. Uh, it, but I liked the most recent one. That was a fun watch, even though it probably also does not make sense. It doesn't really either. Because they're like, we need the blood of the three largest things ever, so we can get their blood, and then because it'll help with heart failure or heart disease, because they have big hearts. I think that was the logic behind that. Um, But like, first of all, uh, the Quetzalcoatlus and Mosasaurus those aren't dinosaurs. And I hate that the film calls them dinosaurs, and one of the main characters is a paleontologist. That I did not like that. But the Spinosaurus in that movie was very cool. It was super cool. The D Rex is pretty silly. Um, um, but like the river scene with the T Rex and that was very cool. Um, but I haven't watched it since I've seen it in theater, so maybe I'd have a different opinion after rewatching it. But I remember liking it well enough, I suppose. Your six favorite movies: Game Jurassic World 3. I really liked. I played the first um, Jurassic World Evolution one. Excuse me, on my Xbox One in the second game, because I think that one was on Game Pass. And I have Evolution 2 on my computer, but I don't have all the DLC. Um, I streamed it like once or twice, pretty early into my streaming career. um, but I like those games a lot. Those are very fun. You know, it's cool. Yeah, like looking at the dinosaurs. But yeah, and hi CJ. Sorry, I was not ignoring you on purpose. I'm doing good, CJ. I'm doing all right. I did the old self care, shaved the old legs. I watched Twitch and some anime today, and yeah, because shaving the old legs and all that takes the majority of my afternoon. So get into more interesting stuff. Um, there's a there's a YouTube channel called The Skeleton Crew, and they have a series of videos um, reviewing the designs of the animals in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I think they're doing Jurassic World Evolution 3 now. But they're all um, real paleontologists, all four of them. Five of them. I think there's five of them. Um, uh, and yeah, it's really, really fun stuff. They're pretty long videos though, because they explain the discovery and history um, of the animal, and then how it would actually like move, or how it might move compared to how it moves in the game and things. Okay, that's good to hear, CJ. It's good to hear. Um, yeah. You do have a favorite dinosaur? Which one? Which one? The only one you didn't like was Dominion. Which one is that one? Is that the third one? The third world film? Yeah. So that was also very very silly. The T Rex blood infusion for blue transfusion. Sorry, like the logic that I need it. I need it. It needs blood from the last one. Oh, the yeah. I could see it. I just was really pleased with the Spinosaurus, or the Spinosaurus looked in that film. Um, and the T Rex is really cool, but um, yeah, I think the thought, um, like the premise of Dominion, Hold on, let me make sure I'm getting it right. Oop, sorry. Okay, no, I'm thinking of a different movie. Yeah, like I think the best scene in Dominion is probably the one where she's trying to hide from the Therizinosaurus. That's probably the best scene in the movie, or has like that's the best like tension there. The beginning of the film with like the T Rex fighting the Giganotosaurus is um pretty dumb because they are separated by millions of years. And Giganotosaurus is older than T Rex by quite a bit, um, like a lot. Uh, T Rex is separated. This thought always like gives me goosebumps, but or the when I think about it, T Rex is separated further in time from Stegosaurus than we are from T Rex. Like there's a bigger gap in time between Stegosaurus and T Rex than T Rex and us, which is just nuts. But that's just how big the Cretaceous was, how long it was. It's really cool. Yeah, Diplodocus is a fun one. Diplodocus is really cool. My favorite is Mononychus. It's I don't think it's very mainstream. It's just this little guy about the size of a turkey or chicken, like a large chicken or turkey. Its name just means monoclaw, because it and its relatives just have one claw on each hand. Um, and it's speculated that it used it to get into anthills and things, and then it ate a bunch of ants. It was an insectivore. Mononychus is my favorite. I did a um, so when I was in junior high, um, they taught us how to use Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint. Um, and when we were learning how to do PowerPoint, we had to do a presentation or make a PowerPoint presentation, and I made it on Mononychus. And my teacher thought I was really smart because I did one on Mononychus, and then I did one about Dolly the sheep and how they cloned Dolly. And my teacher thought I was like really smart. And so she sat me next to like the smartest kid in the class, and I just like things like that. I'm not good at math. uh, Diplodocus or Argentinosaurus. Those are both very, very good ones. Yeah. Sauropods are really cool. Sauropods are really fun. Oh, and there's Dimetrodon is in um, Dominion, and that's cool. I don't know why they're in the mines. They're just walking around in the abandoned amber mines. And is there like any singular location on Earth where like there's an abundance of amber? Maybe there's gotta be, right? But like enough for a mine? Probably, probably, probably is. Like them because no one messes with them. Yeah, when you're that big, yeah, you just have to live long enough to get that big. But when you are that big, nothing's really gonna test you. But like the inciting incident or the reason that what am I trying to say? Like the idea that um at the end of Dominion and the second film where they take them all to a mansion. uh, the idea that they're all gonna die, or they're all dying because they can only live in a particular band of the equator, um, is just silly. I don't like that. It's dumb. It's really dumb. Granted, like North America is in the northern states are probably not what they're used to living on a tropical island their whole life, right? So I get that, but like the like the stories and things you could do with just like that short film with the Allosaurus fighting the um what's it called, the 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 Ceratopsian with the like the flat bit of bone on its nose. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what it's called. But there's a fight in the red um the national forest or whatever, where people are camping. And, like you could do so many stories like that, and they're like, no, we're just gonna kill them all because of Locust. Yeah, that was Dominion, and then there was the when that came out like last year or 2 years ago. Sorry about this, Devils. Give me one moment. I need to blow my nose real quick. Yeah, Dominion was happening because uh um the some whatever company uh made or resurrected locusts to eat everybody's crops that didn't have the specific genetic alteration that their seeds did, that their bioengineered seeds, like their crops, um, had, so like so that they could like control the food market of the whole world, because the locust was eating everything but their crops, but that didn't actually happen. They ate everything anyway, and the the North American locust or whatever. So a locust is just a grasshopper. A grasshopper turns into a locust, and they only turn into locusts when there's so many grasshoppers that they're rubbing up against each other and like irritating each other, and then they get super big, and then they just all move as like this giant swarm of locusts, right? At least that's how the North American locusts worked. And then after everybody, there was further settlement west, um, they just kind of disappeared because they fed on these huge plains of grass and whatever, right? I, if I'm remembering correctly, I watched a video essay about them. But like shortly after they were a problem for people settling the West, they disappeared pretty quickly, and nobody thought to like preserve one or like pin one like people do with butterflies and beetles. No one really thought to keep one for study. So we just kind of didn't have them, and then they were just gone. Um, and then we found some in permafrost semi recently, and we were like, "Oh, that's what they look like." um, yeah, I think to myself that wouldn't work. Yeah, well, I mean, if the locust in the film are like this big, they're like probably like 5 pounds. Ankylosaurus is a very cool one, Mars. Super cool one. Um, there's actually uh, two Ankylosaurus species uh, in the Morrison Formation, which is Jurassic Age rock. So those two Ankylosaur are the oldest we know about. Um, there's one is called Gargoylesaurus. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's like my my Mimosaurus, something like that. Mimura pelta. Mimura pelta. Its name comes from the um, place it was found in. Jurassic World Evolution. Maybe one day. I wouldn't mind re-downloading it. I would have to um, catch up on DLCs for the second game. I don't have the third one. I don't have the third one. I think last time I played it was when I streamed it when the Dominion DLC released because I was excited about um, the walls where it's just like a strip, and because the in Dominion they control or keep all of the animals contained in one area through like implants that um, keep them in an area, kind of like a shock collar, but it's like some magnet thing, kind of like pigeon. I don't know. Anyway, it keeps them in these invisible fences through an implant. And the Dominion DLC added this thing where you just put the strip down and then they don't cross this line. So it's great for kind of building enclosures that didn't have ugly chain fences and things and concrete walls. I think that's the last time I played it. It's been a while. um, Brachiosaurus is really cool. Brachiosaurus is a fun one. Yeah, a lot of sauropods come from the Morrison Formation. There's a lot of sauropods in the Jurassic, and then there's um, a period of time called the sauropod hiatus, where they just kind of vanish for the most part from the fossil record, except for um, very fragmentary um, uh, remains in like Asia and things. It's really interesting. Like they just practically vanish. They're still present in some form, but like not in like the um, variants that they were in the Jurassic with like Camarasaurus, Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus, all living in like the same kind of area with the Morrison Formation. Um, very interesting stuff. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know why they used locusts. Like you could just make a better food product. They could have just made like super corn, you know, super vegetables that are just so cool or so good for you that like everything else sucks. I don't know. There's better things, the better plot devices, maybe. Although, I don't know. Then you wouldn't have people being chased by giant locusts, I guess. You wouldn't have that dramatic shot of the cloud of locusts coming over the barn house, right? In the trailer. It'd just be some guy talking about, look how big our tomatoes are. This big. I don't know. And they also kind of just drop the like the um the plot hook or um thing where they're like, we're using these for military uses. We train the Atrociraptors and the Atrociraptor chase scene in Dominion, right? That's just kind of dropped completely in the fourth Jurassic film that came out a couple years ago. Whatever that one's called, I can't remember the name of that one. But like that's just like completely irrelevant. That just does not come up again. There's like, oh yeah, all the dinosaurs are dying except for a couple on like near Panama. The Triassic. The Triassic is where all the weirdos are. there's there's a lot of weird things that came out of the Triassic for sure. Hmm. That's where Dimorphodon's from. Or is it Dimetrodon? I always get those confused in my head. Dimetrid one is the one with the sail on the back. The other is the weird looking pterosaur with the gnarled teeth like this. Yeah, Dimetrodon is the one with the sail. Dimorphodon is the pterosaur. We read the article for the sauropod hiatus not too long, a couple like last month. Um, is really interesting. I had no idea that the sauropods just kind of disappear for the most part from the fossil record. After the Jurassic. The article for the Triassic is very long. It's so long. It's so long. I don't know if this is longer than the article about the snowy owl. That thing is a monster. Very interesting, but it's a monster, dude. It's so long. But there's a lot of weirdos in the Triassic. I wish there were more dinosaur games out there. Hi Louie, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you've been well. We're just yapping about sandwiches and dinosaurs, and no one's asked for thigh drums today. Oh, also thank you for the water noises trigger request, Crit. Thank you. I'm doing good today, Louie. I'm doing good. Day my self care. Shave the old legs. Um, that eats up. I do it once a week, and it eats up majority of my day. It's a very time consuming process. So I did that and then watched some Twitch and anime, and now we're here. But if you guys missed it, we did spend 5 hours last night, and I guess this morning, tech, kind of, playing Destiny 2 with Kazi. If you guys missed that stream, that VOD should be up in a couple, like 3 hours. It's 5 hour stream. I have not done a 5 hour stream in quite some time. We've done 3 and 4 hour streams with Stories 3 when we started playing Stories 3. And I think we did a 3 or 4 hour streams with D2, but not a 5 hour stream. Not that I remember. Like, it's a long stream. I didn't think I was going to stream till midnight last night, but we did. Okay. Thigh drums for Bartholomew. Okay. Oh, in case you weren't here earlier or couldn't tell, we're wearing some fishnets tonight because I like them. I'm good, Louie. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Oh, and if you guys missed it, I did remember to post thighs on Twitter and Blue Sky this week. So if you missed this week's Femboy Friday posts, they're up there for you. If you want them. Also, we have the next ad break in about 40 seconds. It's been an hour already. It's been an hour. Hi, Flube. Is Argentinosaurus one of the... I'm pretty sure Argentinosaurus is one of the largest. There's Giraffe Titan. I'm pretty sure that one's pretty big. Titanosaurus is big. I think there was a maybe a couple, like earlier this year. I think they found one that's the biggest or one of the biggest. I can look into that after this. Floop, I'm very, very proud of you, sweetheart. You worked very, very hard. Your art's amazing. You're very, very sweet. You're a very pretty bird. Thank you for the praise for Team Sweetheart. Thank you. How are you, Floop? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Argentinosaurus is one of the largest. It might still be the biggest, but I don't know for sure. I couldn't tell you. Because there's Titanosaurus. You okay? That's good to hear, Flube. Birthday art thingy? Are you doing art for somebody's birthday? Sorry, can you remind me? Okay. Thank you, Bartholomew. Thank you for the site drum redeem, sir. Thank you. That's all I got in me for now. Okay, let's see. What is the largest sauropod? Okay. The AI overview says it's Argentinosaurus. Um, but there's some. It's a close race as to which is the biggest one. But Argentinosaurus is very big, very large. Um, Wikipedia says Argentinosaurus was anywhere from 98 to 115 feet long and weighed 72 to 88 short tons. How many elephants is that? How many elephants is that? Elephant. 4,000 to 15,000. So that's a lot of elephants. That's a lot of elephants. Like 2 years ago, meteor the size of 9 elephants. That's a big meteor, Floop. Is it coming our way right now? I remember there was a few years ago where there was a bunch of articles talking about this asteroid the size of one of the pyramids, and they're like, "Oh, it's getting close," and they're like, "But don't worry, it's not gonna hit us," and it just kind of grazed the atmosphere. I don't know what you're talking about, Fluke. I'm sorry. But the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, or that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs, is much bigger than that. And that's not even the biggest rock that's hit Earth. There's a crater in Africa that is like so much. It's a lot bigger than it's huge. It's so big. There's a town right in the middle of it, and it hit the Earth in like the Permian or like the Precambrian, like super early. Um, you can just kind of see the outline, and there's still um, shape of a crater, but it's so old it's been there's been a lot of erosion of it. That's the biggest one. Size of 3 penguins is more descriptive than just saying 25 meters. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I drink some water. Did redeem a stretch. All right, let's stand up and stretch. But did you have a good weekend, Floop? Did you have a good weekend? I'm stretching right now, Floop. I'm doing it right now. Is okay, you think? That's good. Very eepy. Well, I hope I don't keep you awake. Oh, and if you're new around here and you see the black splotches on the floor, that's the blood of my old chair. Like over the weekend. Oh, okay. You were very eepy over the weekend. Gotcha. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the wheels of my chair so I can perch my feet on them. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry, goodness. Okay. Floop. Floop! Do you want your good bird or not? Oh my goodness, I just sat down. Alright, I'm gonna do your good bird first and then stretch. Okay. What? Is there not a cooldown on that? Okay, one moment. One moment. Okay. Cooldown. We'll just do a 5-minute cooldown. There we go. What's the cooldown on water? 5. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Floop. Everybody just redeems that with hydrates. I just assumed that there was a cooldown on a stretch. All right. Boundary testing things. I see. I see. Flip. Thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking and chatting. Spending time with me on the stream. Thank you, Flip. It's always good to see you, Flip. Always good to see you. You worked very, very hard this week. And I'm very, very proud of you. Their favorite topics, it's very fun, yeah. Like people talking about plastic Smurf toys? What?
just need that. They have magic, right? Why would they need that? Hi, Mark. Hi, sweetie. How are you? How you doing, Mark? How are you? How are you? But thank you for being who you are. Doing what you do. Becoming sort of better place. In my humble opinion. Anyway.
See, when Smurfette was created by Gargamel out of magic blue sludge, she turned out great, with short black messy hair and a big nose. He planned to bring her into the Smurfs village where the usually all male and asexual Smurfs will live to woo them. But the Smurfs found her so ugly that they laughed at her and bullied her relentlessly. Oh my goodness, what? Huh? Hi, Muck. Is gas a good thing? Does that mean you're good? Is that what that means?
Good bird, Blue. Good bird. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Such a good bird. Good bird, Blue. Good bird. 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 Good bird, Floop. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Such a good bird. Good bird, Floop. Good bird. You're such a good bird. Yes, you are. Aw, such a good bird. 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 Good bird, Floop. Good bird. You're such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Mwah. Mwah. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird.
My only exposure to the Smurfs really are the movies from like the 2010s. That's it. I think only that first movie where they get reverse isekai'd to like San Diego or whatever. I don't know. I think I saw it once. But hope you're doing well, Mac. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. I did put some more. So, if you guys didn't know, I put some new stuff on the phone wish list because Muck and DJ cleaned it out during the birthday streams. Um, and or birthday stream. Did I just do one birthday stream? I don't remember. Anyway, Muck and DJ cleaned it out, so I put some more stuff on there after 3 months. Um, but I added there's a 39-inch Blahage on there, or at least some 39-inch long shark plushie. I put on there's some shorts on there. I found these really cute stretchy arm warmers that are on there. They go up to here, so you only see the your fingertips. Very cute. Um, and some some lacy tights and some shave cream. I think that's all I added. I think. And the stuff that was on there already. Um, so yeah, it's there. It's there. Okay, and stretch. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. Goodness. Burp. Thank you for the follow, Uncle Grandpa. Thank you. What a show that was, huh? There was some. There was this span of time on Cartoon Network. There's just all weird stuff, or felt like there was. I didn't watch too much Uncle Grandpa. I think around we had cable for a bit, like a year. um, uh, and I think Uncle Grandpa started airing around the time we were getting rid of it. I don't remember. Um, yeah, I don't know. Is it still going? Is it done? I don't know. Um, yeah, and then there was a really weird one with like really stiff animation, and one of them was like this big fuzzy guy, and his head was shaped like a butt or something. I don't know. I don't know. Star Wars Rebels. I haven't. I have not watched Cartoon Network in a long time. I just kind of watch anime, Twitch, and video essays on YouTube. So um, I haven't watched TV in a very, very, very long time. But thank you for the follow, Uncle Grandpa. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope you enjoy your stay. Um, I'm Ketchup. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We do handcam ASMR like this on Sundays. Um, on Wednesdays and Fridays, we use the VTuber model. And the rest of the week, we play games. But I hope you enjoy your stay, Uncle Grandpa. Do you prefer to go by Uncle or Grandpa? Um, yeah, I remember being very excited for the premiere of the Card Wars episode of Adventure Time because it's a card game. I was so excited. I remember we taped it because um, I think my dad said we weren't allowed to watch it without him or something. I don't remember, or he implied something like I don't remember. Anyway, we taped it and I waited till he got home. It's like, oh, you didn't have to do that. And then they made Card Wars into a mobile game, and then there's an actual Card Wars card game that's like licensed. Um, that I think had a Kickstarter like a year or two, like kind of recently, to release like a new set or two new sets. Um, and there's this guy on YouTube. His YouTube channel is just Big Holes, I think, and I think it's that guy, and he's working on making Card Wars like an actual game based on like the rules shown in the episodes, and it is quite something. It's quite something. And then there's another guy, um, who is combining every single variant of Uno into one game, which sounds like a nightmare. And I've not caught up on those videos in a very long time. But he was calling that the amalgam. uh, it is, yeah, nuts. Nuts. Yeah, yummy. Oh yeah, you are a bird floop. Do you like nuts? Or are you more of a bird of prey? I don't actually have I asked this before, Floop? Are you a bird of prey? Owl, that's right. How did I forget that? How did I forget that? Floop's an owl. Any type of owl in particular, or just like owl? A kind of nut? I like. So there's a bunch of nuts that are we things we call nuts that aren't technically nuts. Like peanuts are not nuts; they're legumes. Um, I don't know if cashews are in the same like realm as peanuts, where they're like, oh, we call them nuts and they're in the tins of mixed nuts, but they're not actually nuts. I don't know, but I like cashews. Um, one of my favorite things is just a fistful of salted cashews. I love them. Very good. Oh, real nuts. Okay, I had a feeling. But who cares? Mr. Peanut calls them nuts on their tin. They're in the tins of mixed nuts with almonds and walnuts and things. A mix of burrowing and tawny. Super cute. That's cute. Um. Uh. So when I had my radon job, we were out in like the middle of nowhere. It felt like it was quite the drive to the job site. We were picking up a radon test machine from a new build, new house, and and then we were wiring a fan for the radon mitigation system for the new house, and then left a radon test. I think that's what happened. Um, and it's not really a job really you need two people for all the time. So I was looking out the window in the basement, and there's this huge tree behind the house. I don't have this picture anymore, but there's this big owl, this big shape sitting in a tree. It was like, whoa. I think it was a great horned owl. I don't know. It looked like it had the little tufts of feathers on the top of its head that look like horns. I don't actually know if great horned owls live around here. Let's find out. Okay, there are great horned owls in around here. What is a northern shawwet owl? What is that? I've never heard of that. Those are so cute. Excuse me, sorry, goodness. That was probably a great horned owl. It was not a barn owl. The northern saw-whet owl is a Wikipedia article. It's pretty long. Not actually too long, but oh, and they're their least concern, which is good. They have quite the range. They're in Mexico too. They're super cute birds, though. Super cute. Is that your favorite bird? Floop is an owl. I don't know if I know what my favorite bird is.
I guess that's something I'd have to think about.
I think magpies are really pretty, personally. I'm not a farmer though, so I don't have to worry about them eating my crops or anything. But I think magpies are just very pretty animals. The kind of the shiny blue with the white bellies. I think they're pretty. Um, but you love them? Okay. I like magpies. Um, Peregrine falcons are cool. Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite bird. The best one is you. True. Very true, Floop. Very true. You are super owl. Superb owl? Superb owl?
This is a Super Bowl.
Sorry, I keep yawning. I keep yawning. Um, Sandpipers? Let me look up what a sandpiper is. Sandpiper. Oh, those guys. That's the one in the meme, right? Where it's like doing this with its head as it's walking. Because I run across the beach. Yeah. There's also some called snipes. So, um, there's a tradition of sending campers on snipe hunts, right? Like, uh, young kids going camping or whatever, right? You send them on snipe hunts. You hype them up to find this rare bird, right? A snipe has 3 legs, um, has like gold fur and floppy ears, I think. um, I'm pretty sure they have 3 legs at the very least. I don't. Okay, let's find. Let's look. Let's find out. Snipe. Cryptid. So snipes are real. There's a bird called snipes. Called snipe. Um. Yeah. Maybe I'll read that for the little ASMR video. There's also MetaZoo has there's a card for snipe, the bird, and then there's the Arkansas snipe, which is the giant mosquito thing. Let's see if that has a Wikipedia article. Nope. Unless I misspelled Arkansas. I did. Nope. There's no Wikipedia article for the Arkansas snipe. Or skeetaroo. Oh, it's a fearsome critter. Okay. Maybe if I look up skeetaroo. Skeetaroo. Skeeter. Oh, it. It didn't like that you said shag, but I like it. It's fine with you saying cock. So, uh, sorry, I need to catch up here. It's like Sandpiper's English name of that family is so guys that run across the beach. No, it's of the same family. That's a woodcock, if I remember correctly. Oh, you like boobies? Woodcock swallowing. Goodness. Why did they name birds this way? Why did they name them like that? Okay. The skeetaroo, also known as the Arkansas snipe, is a mythical giant mosquito from North American lumberjack folklore. According to the tall tales, this fearsome critter is famous for its terrifyingly long proboscis and deadly demeanor. It's prominently celebrated in Arkansas regional folklore alongside monsters like the folk monster. As a predator of the woods, often used by storytellers to spook lost travelers, you can explore. Okay. The hodag or the snoffus. I know about the hodag, yeah. I could deep dive on legendary books. Let me know how I can help. Okay, stupid AI overview. So it's just a big mosquito, I guess. Hi, Melty. We're talking about birds. We're talking about birds. I asked Floop what their favorite bird was, and then they're like, "Oh, I like sandpipers." Um, which are super cute birds. They're little birds that run away from the waves on beaches in those videos, right? They have really long, skinny beaks, kind of like a kiwi. Um, it's also the bird, sandpiper, I think is one of those birds in that meme of the bird like walking across the street and it's doing like this with its head and its body as it's walking, like it's dancing. Um, yeah, so we were talking about birds. Hi, Gunther. How you doing? Hi, Melty. Apologies. We're talking about birds. We're talking about birds. There we go. Please go follow Melty if you're not already. Melty, super sweet. Melty also does ASMR. Their ASMR is some very, very good stuff. They do good work. They're super sweet. Please give Melty some love. I'm sure everyone here is already following her. But just make sure you are. You're home from work finally. Welcome home, Gunther. We've just been yapping today. We've just been yapping today. We were yapping about sandwiches, and then we were yapping about dinosaurs, and then we started yapping about birds. Pigeons, yeah. I like mourning doves. We got mourning doves around here, so um, there were um, a couple years ago. So my dad had this dream of having a pond in the backyard with fish, um, and we did it. Me and my siblings and my dad dug this pond, um, and then uh, we had a I think it's a peregrine falcon. I don't know if it's a hawk. It's some bird of prey. Um, I haven't seen it this year yet. I think my dad said he's seen it. Um, but it comes to visit the backyard because it's water. Um, and there was a day I was getting some water from the sink, and looking at the window. There's a window above the sink. Two dead chicks lying around. Oh no. Um, this is a similar story, I guess. But I'm drinking some water. I'm tilting the cup, and then I see these little fluffy things falling from the tree. I'm like, oh, is it snowing? No, the bird of prey, which I think is a falcon. I don't. It might be a hawk though. Had caught a mourning dove and was eating it in the tree. um, and it comes to visit, I think, every year, um, whether I see it or not. And it comes in, it bathes in the pond, and then drinks and stuff, and just kind of sits in it. Um, Super cool. It's so cool. And then we had a quail visit. I think it was a quail, standing on the back fence. And there was a couple years ago that there's a duck pond not too far from here. It's just a couple miles. It's pretty close. But there was a pair of ducks that came to visit, um, and probably because they smelled the water or whatever. And the mallard, or the male duck, just stood on a rock the whole time, stood completely still as his lady was walking around and looking around. They left the same day, but it was super cool. They were so pretty. Um, and we have a lot of there's a big group of crows that migrate here in my neighborhood. They like our trees because we have a walnut tree. The walnut tree is sick though, so we'll see what happens this fall. Um, but they'll put the walnuts on the sidewalk or in the road, and so people step on them or cars run them over. And I'm pretty sure there was an incident where the hawk got a crow, probably, and then there were no crows for a couple weeks after the hawk showed up and took one of them. Something happened and the crows just cleared out for a while, or they just migrated. I don't. Something happened because I found a dead crow in the backyard, and after that they were just gone. Yeah, they have a. There's a crows will spot prey or something. Wolves will catch them, and then the crows get some of the meat. Yeah. They also babysit wolf cubs and play fetch with them. I didn't know they did that. That's cute.
Alright, Gunther, here's your good boy. Here's your good boy, Gunther. We are coming up on... Oh, throw gurgle, sorry. We are nearing the end of the stream here. We are nearing the 2-hour mark, so we probably have time for like 3 redeems or so. But we still have like 25 or 30 minutes of stream left, so no rush, but we are nearing there. You already had one, Floop. Gunther, you're a very... Another gurgle, sorry. You're a very good boy. Gunther, thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking and chatting. Spending time with us on the stream. Thank you. Thank you, Floop. You're right. Or Gunther, sorry. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Sorry to flashbang you guys, I'm just pulling up Zucker's stream. Good boy, Gunther, good boy. You're a very good boy. Good boy, Gunther, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. You're a very good boy, Gunther. Gunther, thank you for being who you are, doing what you do. I think things are on the better point, in my humble opinion. Anyway, you're a very good boy. Good boy, 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 good boy. Good boy, Gunther, good boy. Good boy, Gunther, good boy. You're a very good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good boy, Gunther, good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. A very good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy, Gunther, good boy, good boy, good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good boy, Gunther, good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Mwah. 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 Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.
Wrist popped. All right. Water and stretch. Thank you for the redeem, Gunther. Hope that was okay for you, sweetheart. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you. Thank you. Right. And stretch. Thank you, Gunther. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, good bird for flute. Okay. Hey, Nova the tomboy. Hello. This is Bud. This is Bud. I got him at a convention last year. There was a very sweet lady that had a booth there, and she had a whole bunch of these. She takes apart old Poco plushies, or you know, the mass-produced ones, and then takes them apart and stitches them together like this. If you want one of your own, she's known as Cave Zone, and they have an Instagram and an Etsy, both Cave Zone, on Etsy and Instagram. But this is Bud. This is Bud. He's a great conversation piece. Thank you for the follow, Chili. Thank you. Thank you. There's a chill. Chill. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. But how you doing, Nova? Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're having a good time, whatever time it is for you. He's fine. He's having a great time.
Flip. Good bird. Very, very, very good bird, Flip. Flip, thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking and chatting and spending time with us on the stream. bird, Flip, good bird. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip, good bird. Oh, look at you, such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Good bird, Flip, good bird. You're such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Mm-hmm. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are such a good bird. Flip, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird.
There you go, Floop. Thank you for the compared reading, sweetheart. Hopefully that was okay for you. Okay, we have the final ad break here in about 5 minutes. We'll be calling it night here in about 15. We'll be rating Sucrose tonight. She's also doing some Instagram stuff. So we'll go say hi to her. Sorry to flash bang you guys. Her stream overlay is very pastel-y and bright. Excuse me, burp. Sorry. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry. Sorry. So, I did a kisses video for last week's little ASMR video. So I did smooches, and I think the week before that I did tapping. I think. And the week before that, I believe I did some Wikipedia reading. Um, so, what should we do this week? Do we do some Wikipedia reading? Those videos do pretty well. um, I don't know. I need to find some Wikipedia articles, I guess. Um, hmm. Oh, just heads up that ad break is coming up in about 50 seconds here. Have I read the Wikipedia article for Fearsome Critters? It's actually pretty long. Well, decently long. I guess I could just read this. Axe handlehound, ball-tailed cat, Bigfoot. I don't know if Bigfoot counts. Dungavenhooter, Glaucus. What is the Glaucus? Glaucus is very familiar. A bear and a panther and a lion. Also known as the northern devil cat. It is known for its fearsome screech that compares to the cackle of a hyena. Creature is blind and uses its sense of smell as well as sound waves. Looking into the creature's eyes is said to wipe the victim's memory. Citation needed. It was seen in 1939 in Glastonbury, Connecticut. Oh, the Glastonbury Glaucus, that's right. That's a MetaZoo card. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what it does. They have a Glastonbury Glaucus. Oh yeah, it's that one. How did It's a good one. Glastonbury Glaucus. Glastonbury Glaucus. It's a fun one. It does stuff with traps. And it can only attack other creatures if that creature it's targeting is already damaged. And its attack is called Memory Wipe for 20, and it does 25 damage and then inflicts confusion. And you can disable or prevent an opponent from flipping up a trap card the turn you summon him. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay, I'll have to remember this is here. It's got a bunch of them we can read later. Snallygaster. Yep. Hoop snake. Like, I feel like the hoop snake. So yesterday, I was talking to me and Kazi were talking about tabletop stuff, right? D&D and things. And I mentioned the YouTube channel They Call Me Scooty. He does Pokemon Tabletop United campaigns. And he streams on Twitch, I believe. And maybe simulcast on YouTube. I don't actually know. Maybe it's just YouTube. And he's very good at it. And I think they're on their third campaign, split between two parties, two groups. One week is one group, the other week is the next, or the other. And in the second campaign, he introduces some of his own Pokemon, his own, I guess they call them Fakemon. um, and they go looking for fossils, and they find a shell, a shell fossil, an ammonite. But the end of the ammonite is carved to look like the head of a snake, because people thought that they were fossil, they used them as totems. Let me see if I can look this up. I'll make sure I get this right. But people thought they were like petrified snakes that were like struck by lightning or something, and used them as totems to ward off evil or something. And they carved the head of a snake on the end of the ammonite, and they find it, and then when they restore it, they're like, "This isn't an ammonite; it's a snake," and it's this little hoop snake. It's a little snake with its tail in its mouth, and it's so cool. Like that is like the fearsome critters. I think are like if there's ever a Pokemon game that takes place in like the Smoky Mountains or the Appalachians, the eastern U.S. The fearsome critters are like a prime, like you get some really good Pokemon designs out of the fearsome, using the fearsome critters as inspiration. Like some of them, you could just like they could just be Pokemon, like the cactus cat. That's just a cat with cactus spines. Well, on the MetaZoo card, it's depicted as a cat covered in spines, but the cactus cat is a cat that slashes the sides of cacti, and then waits for the juice to ferment that leaks, and then it laps up the juice and then gets drunk off of the fermented cactus juice. um, but like there's the ball tail cat. That's just a cat with a ball on the end of its tail that it beats people up with and bludgeons them. Um, the Dungaven Hooter is an alligator thing with nostrils. It does have a mouth, and so it beats its prey into like it just uh, it beats its prey till the prey turns into vapor, and then inhales its prey through its nostrils. um, and there's a which I don't think it's on this list on the Wikipedia article. Um, but I think it originates from Florida, or is it the Snallygaster? Um, maybe I don't know, but it's an alligator like creature, lives in the swamp, and its tail is a boat propeller. The end of its tail is a boat propeller, and it has this big single spine on its back that it impales uh, people on. It impales its prey on the spine in its back. And then when it's hungry, it takes its propeller tail and then uses it to make a hole in the mud, and then uh, puts all of the things on its spine in the hole, and then uses its tail to blend it up like a smoothie, and then slurps it up. I can't. Is that the Snellygaster? It might be the Snellygoster. I don't know. Something like that. Um, but yeah, like they're very prime for Pokemon designs. I mean, they got that's what MetaZoo did. Kind of made them look like they would be in a creature collector game. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I think I'll just read that Wikipedia article tonight. And then we will through installments, read all of the fearsome critters linked in this article. That'd be fun. Oh no, is it the Hodag? No, no, that's not the Hodag. Hodag is the thing that eats it headbutts trees and then uh eats porcupines that fall out of the tree. There was a guy um that claimed to have one in like a circus and pretended to wrestle it behind a curtain. Um, yeah, that one's fun. In MetaZoo, the Hodag um, uh, doesn't have its own attack. It has an ability where you tap it, and then you get to pick any attack on any other creature on the field, and it gets to use that attack. So it's basically Metronome on a Chansey card, or not Chansey, Clefable card. I think that's how that works. I don't know. When me and my brother would play Pokemon cards, we didn't actually really know how to play. I had a Clefable card that had metronome. It's like, oh, I get to copy any attack, and I made it like we read the card wrong, or we're playing. We weren't even playing with the rules. But my brother was so upset because I just basically used his like, ha, I get to do anything, and my mom was like, okay. My brother complained to my mom, and my mom was like, okay, you can't use that card anymore. I was like, okay. All right. Give me one moment. I need to swap my headphones, and then we will get the raid going here in just a moment. We're going to go raid Sucrose. She's doing some hand cam ASMR. We're going to go say hi. Um, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate and love you all very much. Thank you guys for spending time with me tonight. I will be right back. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Grand Blue. I'm gonna go record that little ASMR Wikipedia reading video and then go to bed. But good night, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate and love you all very much. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Chill, and Uncle Grandpa, and Mars. Thank you, thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Grand Blue. If you need some more of my ASMR content, I upload all my VODs to YouTube, either in a big long playlist. It's huge at this point. I don't actually know how many videos are in that playlist. It's a lot. Yeah, please be nice to Sucrose. She is a fellow bear VTuber. She does ASMR every Sunday. She alternates doing ASMR yapping and reading, and then playing a cozy game like Pocopia, or uh, cozy games, Minecraft, Pocopia, stuff like that. The rest of the week, she plays games. She plays lots of fighting games, and she lots plays retro games and sites roguelites. Um, she's great. Please give her some love. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. I love you all. Bye bye. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye.